Here is your full-long emotional YouTube-style story, written in plain paragraphs, no headings, strong hook, smooth pacing for a 40-minute narration, and crafted to keep viewers watching till the end. Imagine standing at your door on a freezing Christmas night, and finding the last person you ever expected holding a gift, shivering, and saying, "Please, don't close the door." If you're watching this, stay till the end. You won't believe what happened between a CEO who never believed in love, and a woman who showed up because of a dare. And if this story moves your heart even a little, make sure to like this video and subscribe for more emotional journeys like this one. Adrian Hale, 35, the youngest tech CEO in the city, had everything: wealth, power, a penthouse in the clouds. People admired him, envied him, feared him, but nobody truly knew him. Since the scandal that broke his engagement 5 years ago, he had shut off every door leading to his heart. To him, blind dates were nothing but awkward traps set by people who had nothing better to do. So whenever his friends teased him about finding love again, he only laughed and said, "Blind dates are jokes for people who don't know their own worth." But destiny has its own way of making proud men bend. Miles away, in a small apartment she could barely afford, lived Evelyn Breyer, hard-working, kind-hearted, and always 3 steps behind life. This year, Christmas felt heavier than ever. After losing her job, taking care of her sick mother, and watching her dreams fall apart one by one, she wished for just one miracle, just one reason to smile again. On Christmas Eve, her best friends gathered for their usual tradition, silly dares written on tiny folded papers. They believed in laughter, in hope, in pushing each other to live boldly. Evelyn joined only to avoid being alone with her thoughts. But when she opened her dare paper, her heart stopped. Go on a blind date, with the first address Google randomly gives you. Everyone screamed, laughed, and pushed her to accept. They said, "What's the worst that could happen? Maybe it'll distract you." She didn't want to go. She wasn't ready. But maybe a little adventure could change her luck. So she pressed the search button on her phone. Her heart nearly dropped when the first address popped up. A luxury penthouse. The CEO's penthouse. Adrian Hale, the man trending all over the news. Absolutely not, she shrieked. But her friends insisted. They even joked, "Maybe he needs you more than you think." So, with trembling hands and a heart full of fear, she put on her only winter coat, the one she had worn for 5 years, and stepped out into the snow. Back in the penthouse, Adrian stood near the floor-to-ceiling windows, staring at the city lights. Snowflakes drifted like pieces of forgotten memories. His assistant had begged him earlier to attend a Christmas party or meet someone. He refused. He didn't realize loneliness hurts the most when you pretend it doesn't exist. Suddenly, the doorbell rang. He frowned. Nobody visited him unannounced. Nobody dared to. When he opened the door, a gust of cold air swept in, and there she was. A woman with flushed cheeks, snow in her hair, and eyes full of nervous apology. "Hi, I'm Evelyn," she said, breath trembling. I know this is weird, but I'm here because of a dare." He stared at her, stunned. A dare. To his door. Adrian almost laughed, almost closed the door, almost told her she had the wrong place. But something about her stopped him. Perhaps it was the innocence in her eyes. Perhaps it was the loneliness in his. "Come inside before you freeze," he finally said. Evelyn stepped in hesitantly, expecting him to kick her out any second. But instead, he made her hot chocolate. She noticed how quiet he was, how empty the penthouse felt despite its perfection. "So this was a dare," he said, sitting across from her. "Yes. I'm so sorry, I'm not here to trouble you. I'll leave." "Stay," he interrupted softly. For the first time in years, he wanted company. Not polished business partners, not fake socialites, just someone real. They talked. And talked. He asked about her mother. She asked why he didn't believe in love. He admitted his past betrayal. She shared her recent hardships. Hours passed like snow melting in warm hands. At one point, Evelyn said quietly, "You know, blind dates aren't always jokes. Sometimes they're little chances God slips into our lives." He felt something shift inside him. When it grew late, she stood to leave. But as she reached the door, she slipped on the polished floor. Adrian caught her, his hands warm, steady. Their eyes met. And for the first time, the CEO who mocked blind dates felt something, fragile, beautiful, terrifying. "Evelyn," He whispered, "Can I see you again?" Her lips parted in surprise. "You want to?" "I haven't wanted something this badly in years." Over the next weeks, they met again and again. Coffee shops, walks in the snow, quiet dinners, laughter, healing. She brought warmth to the spaces he had locked away. He helped her find a new job in his company, not through favoritism, but because he discovered her talent for creative strategy. She worked hard, earned respect, and blossomed. Their bond grew, tested by doubts, by gossip, by the fear of repeating past heartbreaks. But where others drifted apart, they chose each other, again and again. On the next Christmas Eve, exactly 1 year after that dare, Adrian stood outside Evelyn's apartment door, just as she had once stood at his.